Namaskara everyone.
Namaskaram.
Namaskaram.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Shri Mahaganapataye Namaha. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Vakratunda Mahakaya, Surya Koti Samaprabha, Nirvignam Guru Me Deva, Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada, Shuklam Bharadaram Vishnam, Shashivardam Chaturbhujam, Prasannavadanam Dhyaye, Sarva Vigna Vignopashantaye. Namaskara. So let's start this week's class. So I think we covered a couple of shlokas in this section. Let's do this. Okay, new one for today. This is Panchakanya shloka, so that means 5 maidens. Kanya means unmarried girls. So Kanya, 5 Panchakanya, 5 maidens names. It's remembering them. Here we have Ahalya, Draupadi, Sita, Tara, Mandodari, Tata, Panchakanyam Smare Nityam, Mahapatakanashanam. Ahalya, Draupadi, Sita, Tara, Mandodari, Tata, Panchakanyam Smare Nityam, Mahapatakanashanam. So 5 maidens: Ahalya, Gautama Maharshi's wife; Draupadi, Pandava's wife; Sita, Sri Ramachandra's wife; Tara. Tara here, there are debates, but widely accepted Tara is Sugriva's wife. So we also, some people say Tara is Brihaspati's wife, who was with Chandra, and then Buddha son was born as Buddha, Buddha Graha, with Chandra. So that's another Tara, but in this shloka, Tara is Sugriva's wife, who was taken away by Bali, and then Sri Ramachandra, when he killed Bali, Tara was rescued. So Tara, and then Mandodari. So Ravana's wife. So all these 5 Panchapatevrutas, they are considered as maidens, and they remembering them, Panchakanyam Smare Nityam, remembering them every day, Mahapataka Nashanam. So that means any sins, that's Mahapataka, that means all the Maha means heavy, any great sins that's committed are destroyed, removed, all those things. Ahalya, sorry?
Just want to check whether it is Mandodari or Mandodari, because in Devanagari it's
Need to do more proofreading. Sorry, it's Mandodari.
it is Mandodari.
Yeah, it's Mandodari. I'll correct it.
Thank you.
Ahalya, Draupadi, Sita, Tara, Mandodari, Tatha, Panchakanyam Smare Nityam, Mahapatakanashanam. Can anyone try, please? Couple of times.
Ahalya, Draupadi, Sita, तारामण्डोदरे तदा पञ्चकन्यां स्मरे नित्यं महापातकनाशनम् अहल्या द्रौपदी सीता तारामण्डोदरे तदा पञ्चकन्यां स्मरे नित्यं महापापकनाशनम्
पातकनाशनम.
पातक.
So the next one again, remembering 5 Devis here. Uma, Usha, Cha, Vaidehi, Rama, Gangeti, Panchakam, Pratareva Smare Nityam, Saubhagyam Vardate Sada. Uma, Usha, Cha, Vaidehi, Rama, Gangeti, Panchakam, प्रातरेव स्मरे नित्यं सौभाग्यं वर्धते सदा. Uma, that's Parvati, Gauri. Usha, Usha is Surya, wife. Vaidehi, Sita. Rama, so here it is not Sri Ramachandra. Rama is Lakshmi. Okay, Rama is another name for Lakshmi. So that's why you have to say Rama. Rama. Rama means Sri Ramachandra. So Rama means Lakshmi. So Rama, Ganga. So these 5 Pratareva Smare Nityam, that means morning, remembering them at dawn, remembering them. Saubhagyam Vardate. Saubhagyam means prosperity. Vardate means grow. Sada, always. So remembering them at dawn in the morning, Uma, Parvati, Usha, Vaidehi, see that Sita, Lakshmi, Ganga, these 5, remembering them, so Bhagyam, Vardate, Sada, prosperity will grow. Uma, Usha, Cha, Vaidehi, Rama, Gangeti, Panchakam, प्रातरेव स्मरे नित्यं सौभाग्यं वर्धते सदा. उमा, उषा च वैदेही, रमा, गङ्गेति पञ्चकं प्रातरेव स्मरे नित्यं सौभाग्यं वर्धते सदा. Can someone try please?
उमा उषा च वैदेही रमा गङ्गेति पञ्चकम् प्रातरेव स्मरे नित्यं सौभाग्यं वर्धते. उमा उषा च वैदेही रमा गङ्गेति पञ्चकम् प्रातरेव स्मरे नित्यं सौभाग्यं वर्धते
सदा. Okay. Again, another one, similar one. This is Panchamata. Again, 5 Devis, remembering them. So you've seen Panchakanya, 5 Pativritas, and then 5 Devis. Now again, Mata, again Devis. Gayatri, Tulasi, Ganga, Kamadhenum, Arundatim, Panchamatusmare Nityam, Mahapatakanasanam. Gayatri, Tulasi, Ganga, Kamadhenum, Arundatim, Panchakanyam Smare Nityam. Sorry, Panchamatusmare Nityam, Mahapatakanasanam. So again, Gayatri, Tulasi, Ganga, Kamadhenu. Kamadhenu is cow, and then Arundhati. Arundhati is Vasishta's wife. So remembering them, Mahapataka Nashanam, all the great sins will be Smare Nityam, daily remembering them. Mahapataka Nashanam, all the great sins will be removed, restored. Can someone please try?
Gayatri Tulasi Gangam Kamadhenum Arundadim Panchamatu Smaren Nityam Mahapatakanashanam. Gayatri Tulasi Gangam Kamadhenum Arundadim Panchamatu Smaren Nityam Mahapatakanashanam.
Pataka Nashanam.
Pataka-nashanam.
Nasha, sha sound is to
Okay.
come. Okay. I'm going a little bit fast. If you want me to slow down, let me know, because all of these are in similar tune. I'm going a little bit fast. If you want me to repeat again, please let me know. The next one is Sapta Kshetras, Mokshadaka Kshetras. So these are visiting these three holy places. Moksha, that means salvation, will be attained. So again, I call it Ramakshetra because there is another one which is Parasharamukshetra. So this is anything outside Parasharamukshetra is Ramakshetra. So Ayodhya, Mathura, Maya, Kashi, Kanchi, Avantika, Puri, Dwaravati, Chaiva, Saptaitaha Mokshadayakaha. Ayodhya, Mathura, Maya, Kashi, Kanchi, Avantika, Puri, Dwaravati, Chaiva, Saptaitaha Mokshadayakaha. So Ayodhya, Mathura, Maya is Haridwar, Kashi, Varanasi, Kashi, Kanchi, Avantika, Avantika is Ujjain, and then Dwaravati, Dwaraka. So visiting here Puri is not Jagannatha Puri. Puri is here is means place. Okay, so it's not Jagannath Puri. So normally that's another confusion. So if you count Puri as Jagannath Puri as, then it becomes 8. So it's here Puri is means the place. So Dwaravati. Sorry, is there a spelling?
Sorry, is Kanchipuram, is it?
Yeah, Kanchipuram.
I have visited only one place in this. 7 places. Okay.
So Ayodhya, Mathura, so Puri, Dwaravati, so Dwaraka, Saptaita, 7 of them, Mokshadayaka, that they are Mokshadayaka, that means moksha can be attained by visiting them. So again, Tirtha Yatra, part of them. So I put a map there showing where those 7 places are. Ayodhya, Mathura, Maya, Kashi, Kanchi, Avantika, Puri, Dwaravati, Chaiva, Saptaitaha Mokshadayakaha. Can someone please try?
Ayodhya, Mathura, Maya.
Ayodhya.
Ayodhya, Mathura, Maya. Kashi, Kanchi, Avantika. Puridwaravati, Puridwaravati, Chaiva. Saptaitaha Mokshadayakaha.
Puri, Dwaravati, Chaiva. There's a spelling mistake.
Puridwaravati, Chaiva. Saptaitaha Mokshadayakaha.
Okay. Next one is Parasharamukshetra. So again, Parashurama, when after he killed all the Kshatriyas, he donated all the land to Kashyapa. So that means he gave everything as a gift to Kashyapa, Dana, but he did not have any place because he everywhere he goes is Kashyapa's land. So he created land by pushing the sea further away, and that's called Parasharamukshetra. Normally on the west coast of India, it's called Parasharamukshetra. So there are again 7 Peters or more places here, holy places. Rupya Pitam Kumaradrihi Kumbasi Chadvayeshwaraha Krodha Gokarna Mokambah Saptaitah Mokshadayakah. Rupya Pitam, sorry. Raupyapeetam Kumaradrihi, Raupyapeetam, sorry. Raupyapeetam Kumaradrihi Kumbhase Chadvayeshwaraha Krodha Gokarna Mokamba Saptaita Mokshadayaka. So Raupyapeta is Udupi, where Sri Krishna Madhvamata is there, Udupi Sri Krishna. Kumaradri is Kumara Adri mountain, so that's where Kukke Subramanya temple is there, so Adishesha Naga temple. Kumbasi is also called Anegudde, that's where there is a Udbhava Ganapati Ganesha temple is there on a hill, Ganesha temple, Kumbasi. Dvayeshwara, that's Koteshwara, there you have Kotilinga, okay, Shivalinga is there, Ishwaralinga. Krodha Gokarna, Krodha is Shankar Narayana, where you have Shiva and Vishnu together. So Shankara Narayana temple. Krodha Gokarna, there is a story also that comes in Padma Purana. A Krodha Rishi did his penance tapas there, and then Shankar Narayana together came, and that's how that temple is there. Krodha and the Shankar Narayana. Gokarna is again where Shiva's Atmalinga is there, and Mokamba is where Kolluru Mokambika temple, again where Devi came as to kill Mokasura. So these 7 are Moksha Dayaka places. Raupyapeetam Kumaradrihi Kumbasi Chadvayeshwaraha Krodha Gokarna Mokamba Saptaita Mokshadayaka. Krodha Gokarna Mokamba Saptaita Mokshadayaka. Can someone please try?
Is it Kumaradri, is it, or Kumaradri?
Kumaradri. Kumaradri, it's Kumara.
Kumaradri. And Kumbhasej, did you say as well?
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Okay, I'll correct this.
Thank you. Raupyapeetham Kumaradrihi Kumbhasi Chadvayeshwaraha Krodha Gokarna Mukamba Saptaitaha Mokshadayakaha. Raupyapeetham Kumaradrihi Kumbhasi Chadvayeshwaraha Krodha Gokarna Mukamba Saptaitaha Mokshadayakaha. Saptaitaha Mokshadayakaha. Saptaitaha Mokshadayakaha.
Okay, there are a few
Sorry,
more.
is it like Mukambika? Mukambika. We say in Tamil as Mukambika.
Yeah. The temple is Kolluru Mukambika temple. Mukamba, the place is called Mukamba. Okay. There are a few more like that. We will come to that in the next classes. I don't want to bore everybody with the same theme. Let's try one more, different one. Come back to Vishnu's one. Last week we tried one on Shuklam Bradaram Vishnu. This time little bit bigger one. You might have heard about this one in Vishnu Sahasranama many times. If anybody. Shantakaram. Please listen carefully because there are big words here. Shantakaram Bhujagashayanam Padmanabham Suresham. Shantakaram Bhujagashayanam Padmanabham Suresham. Vishwadharam Gaganasadrisham Meghavarnam Shubhangam. Vishwadharam Gaganasadrisham Meghavarnam Shubhangam. Lakshmikantam Kamalanayanam Yogibhidhyanagamyam. Lakshmikantam Kamalanayanam Yogibhirdhyanagamyam. Vande Vishnum Bhavabhayaharam. Vande Vishnum Bhavabhayaharam. Sarvalokaikanaatam. Sarvalokaikanaatam. Shantakaram Bhujagashayanam Padmanabham Suresham. Vishwadharam Gaganasadrisham Meghavarnam Shubhangam. Lakshmikantam Kamalanayanam Yogibhidhyanagamyam. Yogibhidhyanagamyam. Vande Vishnum Bhavabhayaharam Sarvalokaikanaatam. Shantakaram means Shanta means peaceful. Akaram, so he is the peaceful. He is the always peaceful one. Bhujagashayanam, so that means sleeping on serpent. Bhujaga is serpent, snake, Adishesha here, sleeping on Bhujagashayanam. Shayanam means sleeping on Bhujagashayanam. Padmanabham. Padmanabham. Padma is lotus, Nabham in his navel. So from his navel, Nab lotuses, who has lotus in his navel region. Suresham, Sura Isham. So that means he is, Sura means gods, Isha means Lord of them. So he is the Lord of the gods. Vishwadharam, Vishwa Adharam. Vishwa is world, Adharam means he is the support for the entire world. Gagana Sadrisham. Gagana Sadrisham means Gagana is sky, space. Sadrisham means that like that form. So Gagana Sadrisham here, space means again he is everywhere. Okay. So if you look at the creation of this world, how the creation happens, first it says that the space was created. From there the sound came, and then the air, and then from there the air came, and then the fire, and then the water, and then earth, and things like that, the Panchabhuta creation. So the first is space. Okay, so that means that's everywhere. He is everywhere. Megha Vardam. Megha is cloud. Vardam is color. So he is dark color. So Shubhangam. Shubha Angam. So that means again, Shubha means auspicious, Angam means body, limbs. So he's got auspicious, good looking Shubhangam. Lakshmi Kantam. Lakshmi Kantam. Lakshmi's husband, Lord of Lakshmi. Kamala Nayanam. Kamala is lotus. Nayanam means eyes. Kamala Nayanam, lotus eyes. Yogi Riddhyana Gamyam. So yogis, whoever it is, in their Dhyana Gamyam. Dhyana is meditation. Gamyam means he's attainable from them. So anybody, any yogis who is doing his dhyana, they can attain him. Vande Vishnum. So Vande to him, Namaskara, Vande Vishnum, to that Vishnu. Bhava Bhaya Haram. Bhava is worldly things. So anything that we wish. Bhaya is anything that's fear. Haram. So all these things. So he removes all those things. So our attachment to all the things and the sorrows, everything, he removes all those things. Sarva Loka Ekanatham. Sarva Loka Ekanatham. So Sarva is all the lokas, all the worlds, Ekanatham. So Eka means only one, Natham means Lord. So he is the Sarva Loka Ekanatham. He is the only Lord of all the worlds. So Shantakaram Bhujagashayanam Padmanabham Suresham Vishwadharam Gagana Sadrisham Meghavarnam Shubhangam. Please careful here because there are a lot of bha, bha, gha sounds. So you have to dha, Vishwadharam, Meghavarnam Shubhangam, Padmanabham, Bhujagashayanam, Bhujagashayanam.
Could I just ask you one thing?
Yes, sure.
In this yogi dhyanam, is it yogi bhir dhyanam? Because in Devanagari you written yogi bhir dhyanam. In Devanagari there is a bha in between. Is that correct?
Yeah, so it's yogi bhi. Yeah, it should be yogi bhir. It yogi bhir dhyanagamyam. Yeah, it should be yogi bhi. Yogi bhi is correct.
Okay, so it's in English, which is not okay.
Yeah. Yogi bhir dhyanagamyam. Yeah, sorry. Lakshmi Shantaakaram Bhujagashayanam Padmanabham Suresham Vishwadharam Gaganasadrisham Meghavarnam Shubhangam Lakshmikantam Kamalanayanam Yogibhir Dhyanagambhyam Vande Vishnum Bhavabhayaharam Sarvadokaikanaatham. Anybody want to try? Big one.
I'll go. Sorry. Shantakaram Bhujagashayanam Padmanabham Suresham Vishwadharam Gaganasadrusham Meghavarnam Shubhangam Lakshmikantam Kamalanayanam Yogibhirdhyanagamyam Vande Vishnum Bhavabhayaharam Sarvalokaikanaatham Shantaakaram Bhujagashayanam Padmanabham Suresham Vishwadharam Gaganasadrisham Meghavarnam Shubhangam Lakshmikantam Kamalanayanam Yogibhirdhyanagamyam Vande Vishnum Bhavabhayaharam Sarvalokaikanaatham.
Thank you. Okay. So we'll come back to the next shloka if we get time. So last week we didn't do anything. So previous week, 2 weeks ago, I talked about rebirth in our Vaidika Dharma. One of the core concept as rebirth, and I said everybody takes another birth unless you attain moksha. So there are 3 things that can happen. Everybody who's born has to die, and once you die, you get 3, probably 3. You got your options are either you get a lower birth, same birth, higher birth, or you attain moksha. So the four things that could happen. Okay, unless you attain moksha, then there is always another birth cycle. So how this happens is everything that we do is there is our karma is carried to the next birth. Okay, so there is karma. When I talk about this, I'll come in the next classes. There are three types: sanchita karma, prarabdha karma, and agami karma. So this karma is attached. Whatever we do is attached. Our karma, our things is attached to the uh, attached to the Atma. Okay, so the Atma is the one that reminds there is no death to Atma. Okay, so Atma is every person that's every creature, that's everything that's created in this world have an Atma, and Atma is from Paramatma, okay, from Supreme Narayana. It has come. So what we are saying is, it's like, for example, Mandukya Upanishad says that any, like from a blazing fire, the shots are coming, okay, sparks are coming from that, like that, from that Narayana, from that Paramatma, the Atmas come, and everything comes from him. Okay, and again, in Bhagavad Gita, for example, Krishna says, Sarva Bhutani Kaunteya Prakritim Yanti Mamikam Kalpakshaye Punastani Kalpadhravo Visrajamiham. So that means everything at the end of the Kalpa, when everything ends, all these words, all this creation comes to an end, all these material things will enter into me. That's what Krishna says, not me, Krishna. So it will enter into Krishna, and beginning of another kalpa, again I create them. So it all comes from him, it all goes back to him. So the Atma is a part of him, and that stays with us, and that carries our uh, whatever karma we do, that carries, and unless we attain moksha, then Atma goes and rests with Narayana. So that's what people say, Vaikuntha. We reached Vaikuntha, that means you never return. So heaven, hell, all these things we can desire, we can wish, we will get, and there is a cycle, there is a time window. We will, when you go to Sanchita karma and other karma details, we will talk about that. There's a time where you get to spend some time in heaven, and then you get another birth. So that's what happens to the Atma. It will come in another shape, another form in earth, and then it goes through the same cycle. So again, the Atma never takes birth. Just to be clear, Atma is distinct from all the indriyas, all the senses. It is distinct from the body. It is distinct from the vital breath, pranavayu. It is completely different. And so that's again is said, for example, in Kathopanishad, where Yama explains about Atma, Antaratma, Atmajna. He gives about Atma, he talks about Atma to Nachiketa. So there he talks again clearly saying Atma is free from all these things. Krishna says the same thing again. Atma and soul never dies. It never takes birth. So it's birthless, eternal, imperishable, timeless. It again comes to life in any form whenever with Sharira, this when the Atma joins with Prakriti, this is called Jivatma. So that means it is within a Sharira, within a body, that's called Jivatma. And then again, it goes back once the Jiva dies, the body dies, then it goes back to the final stage is Paramatma. So Paramatma is where all the Atmas, he is the source. Okay, so he is the source again. Bhagavata, Srimad Bhagavata, for example, saying Anadim Paramatmanam Atmastam. So that means Paramatma is the reservoir of all the pleasure situation within the soul. So that every living being. So he is Paramatma, is all the souls come from him. So effectively, so the Paramatma is this supreme Atma, let's say, and then we got a part of it. We all carry a part of that Atma, our Atma. So the important thing is we do the right things, follow the dharma, and do the right karma duties. And then what happens is that Atma, ultimately we can move towards moksha. Okay, that is the ultimate. Again, I think I covered in one of the previous things. One of the key things of, or I'll be covering in the next sessions probably. One of the key things of paths, Vaidika Dharma principles is ultimately everybody should try to attain moksha. Moksha is the ultimate thing. That's the one should do everything to make sure that we attain moksha. So again, so rebirth is body takes birth, but Atma never takes birth. Atma just moves from one body to another body. Okay, so one body to another, body finishes, that it goes to another one. And in the next week, we will talk about how karma gets attached, what it means to doing something good, doing something bad, how we said, okay, that's from previous life, whatever we are suffering or gaining, it's from previous life. So how does that comes to picture? So is it everything from previous life? Is it from previous lives or 7 lives or whatever it is? Again, there is, normally we say 7 lives. Okay, and we get 7 lives or whatever it is. So in Devi Bhagavatam, for example, talks about little bit about 7 lives. Apart from that, there is not much talk about clearly saying, okay, there is only 7 lives. Okay, so in fact, it talks about many thousands and thousands of lives. For example, people, an Atma can be human form this time, next time it could be a plant, it could be a tree living there for 100 years, 200 years, or it could be a small plant that comes and goes in a season and then goes into another form, or it could be another animal. Okay, so like that, it could be Atma could enter into one, same Atma could enter. Another thing we say is, normally is, I want you to be my mother or wife or whatever it is for the next 7 lives. Okay, again, it clearly says that in the, whether we are trying, whether there is a possibility of getting same person as our mother or wife or whatever. No. So it's again, it's a Tattva Upanishad, for example, Yoga Tattva Upanishad says that the person who is your father could be your son next time, or it could be somebody, completely somebody else. The wife you are now seeing as a wife could be your mother in the previous life, or could be somebody else. Okay, so there is no given that if we are together, if we do something now good and things like that, with the Atma of the 2 Atmas will come back to the same form, the same relationship in the future. So again, these are all material things we look here. The family, everything is material. What the key thing is, Atma is detached from all those things. So with that, I think we are again nearly time. Let's just quickly recap. Finally, close with Achyutaya Namaha, Anantaya Namaha, Govindaya Namaha, Achyutaya Namaha, Anantaya Namaha, Govindaya Namaha, Achyutaya Namaha, Anantaya Namaha, Govindaya Namaha, Narayana Namaha. Namaste, and we will see you again next week.
Thank you very much.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಶ್ರೀ. Thank you.
Thank you.
Namaste. Thank you.
Namaskar.